someone who was part of Trump's council on fitness during his first term. It's Fox Sports college football studio analyst and former head coach of Ohio State, Florida, Utah, and more. Urban Meyer joins us on the Will Cain Show. Coach, great to see you.
Hi, Will. Good to see you, and you got to come see us again in Sarasota.
Thank you for that invitation. I look forward to that. Would love to come back down, Coach. You were part of this during the first administration. You hear today that they want to bring back a focus that was first established with Dwight D. Eisenhower when he looked at America's children and said they don't compare to Europe's. He says today, our president, that we once again need to focus on getting our kids back in shape. What do you think, Coach?
Well, I guess the question I have is, why would you ever stop it? You know, I remember as a kid, and, you know, the emphasis on a healthy, active lifestyle, it doesn't solve all problems, but it certainly helps problems. And it improves your academic standing, it improves your lifestyle. And then I love the emphasis that the president is doing on this, that he's making on this endeavor. And then when I was assigned or asked to be part of the commission back in 2020, that was when COVID hit. So it was actually disappointing. We didn't get to do much because just all the chaotic response to COVID. So all the best to that group. What a group he has. Annika Sorenstam and Lawrence Taylor. And I mean, that's a powerful group. I hope I can't wait to see how they go to work.
Well, you asked why you would ever stop it. That question needs to be asked of former President Barack Obama, who ended the presidential fitness test in 2012. Here's where we stand today, Coach. 1 in 5 kids are obese. That's almost 15 million children in the United States. 22% of children are meeting the basic activity level recommendations. Just 1 in 5, 22%. Now, the presidential fitness test, Coach, which I had to take, I think you probably had to take, a lot of people watching did. In my day, it was the 1 mile run. It was as many sit-ups as you could get done in a fixed amount of time. It was the flex arm hang. As you got a little older, if you could pull off a pull-up, it was something like that. Shuttle runs. What do you think of that? And by the way, it was a competition, Coach. Top 15% got an award. I like it. I think they did away with it because they were worried about embarrassment and shame. I think embarrassment and shame are great motivators. I imagine they were for you as well on the field.
Yeah, once again, that makes no sense to me. When you're talking about the health and well-being of young people, and every scientist would say that absolutely, you eat right, you take care of yourself, a healthy, active lifestyle, and that means including competition. You know, I do remember that. I remember, you know, you want to beat the person next to you. To me, that's America. To me, that's the young people should do that, and I'm so glad it's coming back.
I couldn't run, Coach, but I could flex arm hang. I could hang on that bar. I could hang on that bar and set records. I'm not a runner, Coach. I'm more aquatic in nature. Let me ask you one last question. You're intimately involved, always have been in college football. You heard the president bring it up. Standing there with him was Cody Campbell, involved with the Texas Tech Board of Regents. And there are going to be a lot of guys focused on this. What can we do to bring some order to what looks pretty chaotic right now in terms of athletes getting paid, not name, image, and likeness, the transfer portal? I'm just curious, do you think there is a way to actually bring order to this chaos?
You know, I think every person agrees that it was time to do this. Name and likeness is correct. It's America. It's capitalism. You should be able to profit off your name and likeness. And the NCAA, and when I say that, it's actually the president's universities, by going to the extreme, not allowed to do it, that's caused all this reactive decision making. I think the air is out of the balloon. I don't really know. I've talked to an enormous amount of people about how do you get this back? Because once again, do players deserve to get paid? Absolutely they do. But there's got to be some kind of guardrails. Because my biggest concern, Will, my 2 daughters played college sports, college volleyball. Right. And if they tell me to this day, my daughter, she played at Georgia Tech, when she said she learned more on a volleyball court than she did in the classroom, about leadership, about diversity, about how to solve problems and be part of a team, something greater than self. You take that away, Will, I think that's devastating. And I'm worried about it.
And you heard the president. That would be devastating to our Olympic accomplishments. Every non-revenue generating sport would probably suffer if we don't find some way to tame this wild, wild west. Coach, I intend to accept that invitation. See you someday soon, hopefully down there in Florida.
Good to see you, Will.
Hey, it's Will Cain. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News channel on YouTube. It's the best way to get our latest interviews and highlights. And click to subscribe to the Will Cain podcast for full episodes right now.